like
start recording.
Just for the sake of... Okay, so we're going to be returning to session 12, actually. Now with an additional player.
Oh, alright. Yeah. For the purpose of stitching this back together, Jesus, or when you hear the beep, you can do it. Beep.
Okay, sure. We return.
We actually have the same net number of players.
I mean, yeah. Okay. I was going to do... Okay. So... Over here.
Uh-oh, I spotted a typo.
Fuck.
That was a mistake.
Romelia,
I should not have spotted a typo.
You were called to the lab after something supposedly happened to the Acolyte party. You got your bolt gun, you managed to get all your supplies in hand, and you come to a scene of Dardic with his neck being bandaged. It looks very, 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 very terrible. Chives also looks to be in a terrible shape. Paprika looks to be completely fine and unharmed, surprisingly enough.
Get hit.
You also see one of the captains on the table with a massive, massive puncture on his chest. And also a Gene Stealer. Two ahead of a Gene Stealer as well.
I squinted the Gene Stealers and then immediately turned my attention to the way more important things of, hey, my party members are kind of fucked up.
Hey guys, before we continue, can I just give some good news to raise everyone's spirits?
Good news?
Rush Limbaugh is fucking dead.
Yep.
Finally. Anyway, that's all.
That's very bittersweet for me, but I'll explain that later. That doesn't have to be on the recording.
Okay. So, yeah, you see Dardic as, like, one of the lab assistants begins grabbing onto Dardic. They seem to want to move him into a particular room. An infirmary of sorts. You could try to do some patching before they take him, or even on the infirmary room, depending on what you
want. Oh, hell
the
yeah.
The best news about Dardic is the fact that he has only 2 wounds.
Only he's only been
injured,
like
he's only been injured twice, and this wound would bring you up to 4 or 3.
Yeah, I don't want to describe it too gruesomely, but like he got hit twice. Once on his thigh, which got really bad, and then once on his
actual throat.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm immediately of any of the other fucking doctors aside as I go up to Dardic, and I fucking like. All like in my fucking like suit, a bunch of needles and stuff comes out, and I pull out my fucking like Medicaid kit. I'm gonna get to work.
Okay, roll for me 2 times.
All right, what's the difficulty?
No, this is just like you're trying to patch him up. Both of times you get to add your. He's hardly injured, so he only heals 1. Plus your willpower bonus from your ability, I believe.
Hardly injured in English means not very injured.
Okay,
like badly injured might be what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Heavily injured, yeah, heavily injured.
Heavily. Yep. Add their willpower. Yeah, just straight up, no matter what difficulty it is. So yep. So. Boom.
So what is your willpower?
My willpower is 4.
Okay, so you heal Dardic by 5 at first, and then second also by 5. You seem to not only stabilize, but pretty much close all major wounds. He's still messed up, and he's still somewhat unconscious, but he is looking...
as much as he can be healed from medicine.
Yeah, with...
I left my blood in San Francisco.
I have done the quickest patchwork I can.
I have firsted your aid.
I can only just imagine, like, Sister Romelia, like, turning and glaring at one of the other doctors. It's like, this is why I shouldn't take a day off.
Well, the weirdest thing is technically Romelia comes in strapped in like fucking Rambo. She has a las pistol, a bolt pistol, a las gun, a flamer, and a bolter. She
She used
hasn't had
all of
time
them
to
during the surgery.
Well, yeah, obviously, use the last gun to cauterize the wound. I shoot the gene stealers a couple times with the bolt pistol, and then I also use the flamer to cleanse the gene stealers.
20 gold goes up in flames.
This is less a surgery and more just like an extended combat that we weren't privy to.
Oh yeah, don't you know Romelia plays her own minigame when she's healing people, and it's just shooting more heretics.
Yeah,
It's shooting the heretical germs from your body.
they grab Dardik and they take him to a side room to rest. Unless you want to really play Dardik right now, because you technically have health. Like, you technically could move around.
As will it be worth playing him? You who knows the future.
I mean, if you want to add your quips and play around, the infirmary also might have a few good things for you very soon.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and bring him back for now. But
Okay.
I'm not. I'll warn you all. He's not going to get heavily involved in combat.
Yeah,
Oh, you
that
don't
was
say.
gonna be my warning. Is if you get in combat, you're in danger.
Yeah.
They give you a
As
cane.
he's being dragged off, his feet like catch the floor, and like he kind of tries to start standing up. Almost immediately starts falling over, but props himself up on his rifle. What the? The light, it's back. I can see again.
I was walking towards the light. I must have gotten turned around somewhere.
I'm very suspicious of lights at the end of tunnels now after the snake venom thing.
The dolls seem to be shushy amongst themselves.
Yep.
Like,
The pain is the pain. It's still here. It's excruciating.
It was not worthy of amputation. What happened while I was gone? Oh, and Chives, I am sorry, but I do not understand the mechanics.
Chives is heavily bleeding. Just walks away.
Chives, I cannot interfere with your mechanical parts, but what remains of your soft, fleshy body I might be able to repair.
yeah.
Can I assist?
Chives
Can
looks
I
down at a
assist
piece of
Romelia
paper,
with the tech
looks
use?
back up. Looks down at a piece of paper, looks back up.
Technically not. Romelia can. Okay, how much toughness does Chive have?
Ah, my toughness is 33.
Okay, you just about are lightly injured. Okay. Because that was one hit you took.
Yes.
Was it?
It was one hit, yes.
Jesus,
All of
guys.
the other hits I ever dodged or parried. Hey, don't get into melee with the things that can tear Space Marines in half.
Yeah, you don't
It's a bit of
say.
advice. Bit of advice.
Unless you're the real main character of the story, Barricade Ball Foosies.
Oh, also, we have obtained a man.
A couple of friends.
We've obtained some friends. They're going to be put on the personal guard duty for an Inquisitor.
Gotcha. That's terrifying.
Yes, they're very scary. They were Penal Legion. They are no longer Penal Legion.
Oh, great. So,
Or more accurately,
well,
I will make sure they are no longer Penal Legion.
Chives, am I authorized to operate on you?
You may. Chives looks down at the paper again, looks back up.
Well,
Is anyone look at what he's looking at?
nope.
Okay.
I'm focusing on keeping you alive, brother.
Paprika's peeking over Chives' shoulder.
Oh no, I almost failed.
Paprika, you're buzzing in. Target 116? How?
Medicine. I have a med kit that I forgot to use.
Oh my god.
Okay,
looks at Dardik. He doesn't need this.
What is the intelligence bonus?
How much do
my
I heal?
my
Can you all
intelligence
please stop
bonus.
standing in the shadow in the center of my vision?
No, that's the. Chives fully turns to you in the middle of Romelia cutting something. Points at that. You mean that?
My intelligence bonus is 3 and my willpower is 4.
Okay, so that's 7 wounds regained.
Yup.
Okay,
There you go. Not quite good as new, but
let me.
there are some parts that I do not understand how to handle.
This is fine.
So
How much is that?
+7.
7.
+7.
Chives doesn't.
Chives walks
Chives doesn't.
directly over this keyboard.
Oh,
Uh,
does
uh,
does Paprika see what you're reading?
Yeah, as you walk by, you can see it's a copy of the visions, which were put into
Ah.
text by us, for us. I mean, Captain Orlin,
yes, you were done.
what is this giant pulsating heart?
Well, if we had a clue, I would tell you, but we have none. We found it recently, nearby North Point. We found it after something fell into the ocean, and we went to check.
I see. I have also recently acquired something. I begin pulling out my flamer.
Not yet, Sister Amelia. We still need to identify what it is.
I have no clue what it is, but it seems to be secreting something, and we.
Wait,
Yes.
no, you continue in one moment. We need to huddle.
No.
Chives claps. Huddle imperative.
Romelia enters the huddle.
We
Huddle.
enter tight huddle.
Dardic accidentally falls into the huddle.
I'm gonna
Good.
grab him to make sure he's good.
No, we should step away from people so that we're not in earshot. Just huddle. Simultaneously huddle.
We huddle toward Ruth and Uncle Ted. The huddle
Over here.
bounces off of them and goes in the other direction.
So we
Just
need to decide.
grabs
if-
Romelia, drags her this way.
Are- Oh god, the tower entering a huddle too.
Are the
We have to make a better huddle than them.
Are the snake? We're in a perfect square huddle. That nothing can surpass us.
Hexagonal huddle.
Hexagonal.
I don't think we even have 5
So we
or
need
6
to-
people to do that with.
We need to decide if we're going to trust the visions, because that is a literal heart of darkness. It is currently beating.
Boom, boom,
Yes.
boom.
My concern is primarily we don't know much about it yet, and the visions themselves are still fairly vague.
I have a terrible idea. Captain Orlen,
Yes.
do you have a very long needle?
Oh,
Yeah,
I have
of
one of
course.
those. I'll begin pulling one out.
Actually, no, you're better at medicine.
You want to poke this thing?
Is it fluidy? Have you
Maybe.
obtained a liquid sample?
We have tried, and we have succeeded in part. It's very fluidy, and we aren't.
What happens when something living touches it?
Well, we haven't. No one has touched it barehanded in
Do
itself.
you have anyone you need to execute?
Done on hand, but
We
I've.
could. We could.
Whenever it falls on skin, I'm pretty sure it gets a little bit tingly.
Yeah, You could. We do have corpses over there, Chives, that you could
Well, we
test it
don't
on
know
dead flesh at least first.
I think, this is fair. This is fair. Look, the vision may have been from.
So you want to check?
Bye.
You want to check a corpse, Jinx's corpse on it, or Petir's corpse, or a head?
We do have a gene stealer head, specifically the head. The rest of their body turned into a red mist. 8-ball.
He's so strong.
But yeah, terrifying man. Well, look, okay, so to speak honestly, the visions are from they're from Tyranid, maybe. It comes from a weird snake that has a Tyranid bit in it. That's where the venom comes from, and it gave us visions, and it specifically gave us visions of a many-armed abhuman come to save the day, which, other than on Vision 2, Vision 0 might... I'm not sure if that refers to me, the person Chives, or to Gene Stealers. And it was a misinterpretation.
As I recall, it was interpreted to refer to their version of the Emperor with mechadendrites.
No. I don't think that's true, because this vision didn't come from that sect.
I will take you apart.
Didn't come from the Shroud.
I will take you apart to a corner and say, 1, she wasn't part of any sect, and 2, Jesusaurus told us.
It is every single revelation. I am more glad that I did not participate in the ritual.
We still have more of those doses.
I don't think so.
Did we not save one?
I have one extra.
I thought we had to use that
That's
one.
what we
I thought we had to
researched later.
use that one for her visions.
No,
we
spent. You did.
No,
I think you did. Yeah. Yeah, there was like you had.
Yes,
one...
we did. I think. Let me check my inventory.
What are they talking about there? They keep shushing to each other. Really weird.
You are not as good as a huddle at us. We can hear you. They're not as good at huddling. Though it should also be acknowledged that Chives has super hearing.
What an asshole.
Yeah, no, I have heightened senses hearing.
So no one can huddle against you.
Well,
the
I am
huddle
willing
strategy.
to follow.
Fools.
I'm willing to follow whatever you all wish.
First, I would like to obtain a sample, and second, I would like to think about what these visions want us to know and what that is. Captain Orlin, have you examined Is it alive?
Well, but for the sake it's moving around and pumping
Made
some
of
sort of
meat?
fluid, bit of meat, yes. I am, as someone who knows biology, to confirm that it is most likely alive. I haven't been able to detect any species, and I've been trying to cross-reference it, but it keeps but I haven't had a chance to fully do it. I have not warned any other groups that might know, because I've heard of such things before, and people going missing for finding them. I wanted to avoid bringing attention.
The group who are currently assaulting us are, in fact, the people who are behind that, most likely.
Oh. Then my suspicions are confirmed.
Is there any chance that I may be able to either collect samples or dissect it?
Dissecting to prove... We tried to cut it apart, but it kept reforming.
Regenerating? Well,
Yeah.
that proves it. The last ones we saw regenerated too.
It was pretty hard. We managed to reach the center, but it kept regenerating. You needed to use acid to keep it from connecting instantly.
Where is 8-ball and his giant cleaver? Ah, if only. Anyway, so it's effectively indestructible and is producing and moving about some sort of fluid and is alive, but there's no sign of thought. I don't sure
There's
how
no
we would
such
check
thing
that.
as anything that is indestructible outside of faith.
I would say that...
Nearly.
Probably burning it would have the better outcome, but even that I would be unsure. I don't know how good the coat, the liquid it produces, works as a coating.
Press X to destroy heart.
He'd use a Thor.
Do you expand your thing?
Yeah.
The heart seems to pump a little bit faster by the moment. Huh.
Try dissecting it now, Chives.
Chives slowly draws out his monowire tool and then, wearing a very large metal glove, takes the blade in one hand and slowly shaves off a piece, like a large, like a slice of ham.
As you like a kind of
Oh, it's a big thing of prosciutto.
as you begin to slice off the little like tissue, the heart tends to cling onto it, but eventually you pull it apart with the sword, and it fully disconnects, and seems to
We have
As it's
obtained a
all-
large physical shaving.
it seems to writhe and move by itself, but as it hits the ground, it stops completely doing anything. Weird.
Paprika, how large is it?
How large is it?
Yes, I can't remember. 5 meters?
Yes, it about reaches
Fine.
that snake over there.
All right, I'm going to I pick up the thing with not my hands. With literally anything I can pick it up with, like a stick.
Here, these are some tweezers.
Orlan picks it up with surgical gloves.
Do
Okay.
not. Okay, now bring it more than 5 meters away from her.
Okay. I don't understand why,
And
but
wait, Sister Amelia, be prepared with a flamer.
I pull out a fucking flamer. It's not a hand flamer, by the way. It's a full flamer.
Yes, Sister Emily, you'll probably want to get closer to Captain Orland so you won't incinerate him.
okay. As he moves away, the little tissue that you removed begins sort of moving again, but attempting to form like structures within itself. But it seems to, as it keeps building stuff, it seems to then stop, seemingly without energy to continue on.
It
Right, now
appears
what if
to require
I
some
move
form
away
of.
from the heart?
Give me a moment. Chives pats himself down. Chives pats Amelia down. Do either of us have rations?
I gave away all of mine, I believe.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
Does
Wait,
anything change when?
I have some bottles of Amasec.
Does anything change when
Let's not
Paprika
go
moves
down,
away
Kyle.
from the heart?
The heart seems to begin pulsing slower.
What about the meat?
Dardic,
Over here?
Dardic, can I please commandeer a small amount of your coffee ration?
Okay. As you move away from the heart, the
I'm
tissue.
afraid I left my coffee
Oh,
back
hold on.
in the
Got
place of my death.
Okay. As you move away from the heart, the tissue itself seems to begin acting more strangely, erratically. It seems to be, instead of trying to build structures within itself and like bone, things like seem like bone and muscle,
It's trying to sliver back, isn't it?
it's trying to kind of get away from the hand and fall into the ground, but Orlan keeps it away, and then it seemingly begins to kind of surround Orlan's hand, and
Orlan, drop it.
Orlan removes the gloves and puts on the table.
I just burst it with flame.
You seem to, as it burns, it seems to immediately stop.
Wriggling towards.
I think it was trying to.
Could I roll something to determine if I could just perceive that, or
Yeah, actually, roll me a. Do you have anything like biology or xenobiology? Anything like that could fit?
I
I
have
need to pick up
forbidden
xenobiology.
I have forbidden archaeo attack.
I mean, it seems fairly obvious that it was trying to get back to the heart.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear.
I actually would
I've
say it was trying to eat the gloves, but it seems unable to. The gloves
Yeah.
are. It seems
Very
to, as of now, at least unable to digest the gloves.
surgical.
Love is too
So-
strong.
Hmm.
So at least we know it cannot spontaneously regenerate itself from nothing. It still requires some form of energy source.
Captain Orland, do you know if any members of the Penal Legion are on the edge of being court-martialed?
Well, there are, and there are people like you just brought a few gene stealers over here. Didn't know they were in this planet. This is of high concern, extremely high concern.
Yes,
You
if you
might
had
as
not
well
heard,
try
we
Captain Peter's body, right?
Captain Orlin, you and everyone in this room should be sworn to a highest level of secrecy.
Of course.
Do you understand?
Of course, of course.
The heart may be associated with the Tyranid invasion.
What? Invasion? No, the Tyranids have been here for so long.
I shoot Chives.
Wait, no, wait, did you just hear what he just fucking said?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Did you
I'm
just hear what
assuming.
he
And
I'm
said?
assuming he's referring to
exactly.
the wildlife.
Yeah, but none of them knew. No one we've talked to has known.
So, you
Captain
do
Orlin, are
know
you
that
saying
they were here.
people have been
They're-
aware of the fact that most of the wildlife on
Surprisingly not. I
this
feel
planet are
very
some sort of
few.
Tyranid life, a bioform?
Apparently not. Very few people actually know of it. I assume there was a bit of a purge of information recently, as far as I know. Seemingly, a lot of records were simply deleted, completely wiped.
This is because there are gene stealers.
Well, supposedly the official story I heard it was they weren't. They heard about the hive fleets rampaging through Ultima. Didn't want panic over here since ours were mostly fine.
I need immediate contact with the doctor.
My word, what happened to your nose?
How much anesthetic is Dartic on?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Dartic does not want to know, and I do not want to know, because we
men-
probably both understand how much anesthetic is the amount that might kill someone.
The towel kind of looks at you with not anger but pity.
He knows. He knows what anesthetic is.
Oh, I thought that I'd been injured.
Sir, I think you should sit down. Sit down.
This Argeria is absurd. What have you been doing to him?
Sir, should probably go to lie down.
Oh yes, of course.
Dartic collapses. I knew it. I knew it the moment you instantly agreed.
They dragged Hardik out of the room for now.
I am so enraged. I am so enraged with literally every single man of intellect on this fucking planet.
In my professional opinion, I do believe that this should be immediately attempted to be eradicated, but
In my professional opinion, I probably agree. Shockingly.
Honestly.
oh,
well,
for once, I thought you wished to study it more.
I mean, I would,
Judging by the readings we have been gathering
but
from
also
this
it's.
thing,
But also, I think I already know what it is, and that's enough.
well, judging by what you said and the heart and everything, the readings
Give me
we
a
have.
moment. I have an idea. I pick up this
Right.
cage.
Chives, allow the man to speak.
I
Sure.
I
Please
do
continue.
think this is. Well, we'll be having some psionic readings coming out from this thing, so I'm assuming this is a perhaps if it's tyrannic and related to everything, it could be just a sort of core of a hive mind, perhaps a part of it, a more thinking part of a hive mind, perhaps a part of a creature much larger.
Well,
Is Hive Tyrant a thing?
do you know what a Norn Queen is?
I have heard of it. We don't have any species that are equal to a hive norm queen from
Yes,
what I know.
you don't have any synapse creatures on this planet until recently, apparently.
No, we used to. Well, you have some creatures that are derivative. I've been researching them for quite a while, but then none of them have
Give me
manifested.
all of your research.
Very well, that's my job. I've been running the Navy services for our life for very long. He picks up he begins downloading into a thumb drive pretty much. That's a slate or whatever. Well, here you go.
Thank you. Chive slips it into their robes. The Ordo Doctor thanks you for your service in bringing eradication.
Well,
What
if
do you
it
want?
is truly so dangerous and important to the threat to keep this alive, so to speak.
Before we do that, though,
What do you
the
want to do?
vision said a dark hot pulse is oozing a shadowy substance anathema to life. The room is open, and each player takes a seat. They shall decide the fate of the world.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute, I just realized something. The autocrat, the fanatic, the merchant, the leader, and the abhuman play a game upon a table. You motherfucker! It took me so long to realize the joke on that one.
I'm a game, yes.
What's the bit?
Okay.
We as players are playing a
Playing a
game
tabletop
on a
game.
table.
We are playing a tabletop game, Andrew. Come on. That one
Wait
was
a
really
second.
easy.
I mean, from the setup, I assume I assume
This
that's
is
the poker
this
bit.
is this is a metaphor, but it is also
Which one am
I
I?
think Jesus intended that. I think Jesus
Yeah,
is
I
just
think-
trying to be cool.
Yeah, I think
it's,
this is just
it's
poker.
good. Or okay, Jesus, can you confirm for me? Is this an intentional joke? Because either way, it is a joke.
It's gotta be a joke, because who would he call the abhuman?
Okay,
Okay.
man.
I'm going to break you.
Okay. That it's much more simpler than that actually.
This was not intentional.
No, it's actually way more simpler. If you look at the
Poker.
people. Okay. Okay. Can
Don't spoil anything, Jesus. Don't
Okay.
don't.
I won't. I
Yeah,
won't.
don't tell us anything. This was more of me pointing
Okay.
out that this could be interpreted as a bit. I know it isn't only that, but it could also definitely be interpreted as tabletop game, a game
Okay.
upon a table.
Okay.
Hugh,
So, Chives, you approach the snake, I guess.
haha, hee hee.
Let's move along. You approach the
Snake?
snake.
How? What is the snake looking at?
It's looking at you. It feels very chill. It feels like a chilling snake. It looks.
Paprika, approach the snake, please.
The snake seems unaffected. What are you trying to do with the snake?
Miss Stone. First off, it is nice to see you again.
It's been a while.
Yes, we have things to discuss. But before that, I need to borrow this snake.
Why? I mean, it's from the lab, and I'm pretty sure Orlan would give it to you, so might as well grab it. I was trying to milk a little bit of venom from it to try and contact the Emperor about these trying times. I've gotten a few vials and intend on getting to my room soon enough. Maybe the Emperor knows something about all of this.
Who's gonna tell her?
Maybe don't consume that venom. Do not. Miss
The Emperor,
Vitastone,
the
I have-
Emperor has truly known of the troubles of this planet, and that is why we, the Terrans, have been sent.
Well, the Emperor does have quite an awful lot of foresight then.
Should we? I look at the rest of the party, just saying, should we?
No, I just shake my head. No, there's no point.
Okay, moving on. Should I binary at Paprika. I wanna take the snake and put it next to the heart and see what happens.
I thought you
Still
were
in the
gonna
cage.
take the snake and throw it into the heart, but close
Okay.
enough.
Okay, let me just give you control. Of the
I was
snake.
also thinking about that. I was gonna do that. That was the second thing I was gonna do.
Okay,
In
you
the
can-
cage. In the cage.
You can move. Oh, in the cage.
I don't know. It seems unaffected. I don't know if it's. I don't think
It
it has
seems
a
like
link.
it's literally just vibing.
It is still vibing. It is doing the snake vibe.
God, do I fucking love snakes so much. I do not want to ruin this perfect man by giving it a Tyranid synapse link, but it's also a very interesting piece of. It's also something very interesting we could learn from it.
Oh. Well,
If that works, then it confirms
I mean, it,
how we have started to get synapse creatures around when there just weren't any for a very long time.
Don't
We
you-
the
Well then,
synapse
Chives,
creatures?
whatever experiments you wish to conduct, I am ready to purge them should they get out of hand.
don't you, Chives? Don't you
Are
agree
we
this is
the
a?
synapse creatures, guys?
Don't you agree that this is a beautiful snake?
What if we became the synapse creatures when we envenomated?
It is a very efficient tube of meat. Yes.
Yeah. The poison is quite interesting. It lives with a symbiotic relationship with the little barnacle in its face. Its poison is
You should-
enhanced by it. It's quite interesting.
I look directly at Captain Orlin
He nods.
while they say that. Orlin, are you just
I'm
all
fine.
right? Anyway,
It's a rather beautiful animal, and well, my church is thanks to it and my sister. But
and your sister.
yes, she developed the poison as an aid for herself. It was the mixture of two poisons in the planet, and well, this one was just really extremely strong and needed to be diluted with a muscle inhibiting one.
I think. What was your sister's name?
Well, it's been quite a while. I haven't seen Maria in a really long time.
Mother of fuck!
They had the same surname, by the way.
I didn't notice. Did anyone notice?
No,
No.
probably not. No.
Your sister is still alive.
Oh. How do you know? Did the Emperor tell you that in your... I can still believe you're better dreamers than I am.
Check. Find a shanty town in the Underhive near a sewer drain. It should be somewhere under the old hospital that you sent us towards.
Going by yourself, I'm surprised you didn't get killed or shot.
We were shot,
very
but
good
not
at shooting.
killed.
We're very good at shooting back.
God, you're getting yourselves into trouble. Anyway.
Does not even care that I just told them their sister's still alive and where they are.
Well, I'm happy, but... Well, I always suppose she was alive. But we sort of grown apart. She didn't want me to do this whole church thing, and... well, I didn't care about what she wanted. She said, oh, the poison's a bit stronger, you shouldn't do it. And I'm like, but sis, we can talk to the Emperor with this. And really didn't really want to follow through with it, so...
I look to the rest of the party.
In any case, you might as well keep this one. It's not mine, but it's not probably gonna be here after the siege. I want to flee this place as fast as I can. She hands you the snake, which coils around one of your arms.
I just picture that, like, she held it out, it was, like, just wiggling it at Chives, like, here, you should take this, it'll serve you well, it's really important. And so Chives just, like, slowly back, like, no, thanks. No,
Chives
your snake.
Chives looks down. I have a snake now.
Noodle.
Chives slips the snake into their coat.
The snake seems to lodge itself somewhere.
It bites you. It bites you. It bites you. It bites you.
Chives has a bad trip. Chives has a bad trip. Chives has a bad trip.
Chives. Like,
So
Chives
then-
takes the snake, wakes up, like, 4 months later.
I'm just accumulating heresy in this coat, huh? I'm just
So
slowly
then-
accumulating heresy in this coat.
At one
Just
point,
wakes up in the middle of an only war game.
at one point, like Sister Amelia's gonna look at you and make like a cost-benefit analysis and say, it would the heresy destruction of burning Chives alive, like that. It would just be so efficient. She can't not do it.
There's such a density of heresy in this coat.
Zamina seems to go to her room to get fucking smoked. Orlin,
I want to acknowledge. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go on. Sorry.
No, what I was saying was just a meme.
You want to acknowledge what? Okay.
I said what I was saying was just a meme.
Okay. So Orlin says, "Well, this thing might just do more damage than it's worth. Might as well
Yes.
try to burn it."
Well, Chives, do you have anything else left you want to do before this is eradicated?
Right.
I will say as well.
Yes. Give me a moment.
I would
Chives
assume
takes out a large mason jar and then just cuts some bits off into it.
you acquired a
Can I have
jar.
that needle now?
I hand you a syringe.
I'm going to take some fluid.
You take some fluid. You have this weird fluid.
All right, I'm going to add heretical tyrannid chaos pickles and heretical tyrannid chaos goo.
Pickles.
And if
Okay.
I'd known there was so much with needles, I would
pickle
have
jar.
bowed out.
It's in a pickle jar.
Well, I would assume that, well, with the disappearances of the research teams, I would also assume that whatever this thing has been, someone has been chasing after these things and possibly trying to put them together, would say. I would assume they kind of merge together, seeing how they are very
Oh, fuck, I think I
liquid.
get what's happening here.
Oh, I wish you luck. I do need to go back to my job and keep this place running. The siege is
Right.
about to. The
Next
attack's about to begin.
time, when there's a bunch of tyrannids on the planet,
Yes.
why don't you call the fucking anyone?
I mean, they are.
I know that this was never going to happen to you again, but also, please.
They're like pets. Why would you
Yes,
shout?
I understand and appreciate this. The sea dogs are very cute. However, also, they have learned how to use guns and are using them against you now.
They have what?
Yes, they are proficient in las weaponry.
They have obtained synapse creatures.
Puts his hand on his head. He's like, my God, by the throne.
By the phone, Mokargan sea dogs with guns. That's so cute. No.
I have to upload this to YouTube right away.
You say this and are then filled with last fire.
Okay, so I assume you burned down this thing now.
Oh yeah, I happen to know through my supply of
I think-
flamers that
is-
we have
is
a
there- is there
significant amount of
dramatic
promethium.
Is there dramatic xenomorph screaming when we set it on fire?
Don't matter who here. You're just right next to a blank, so no.
Yeah, it's getting lit up. Burn, baby, burn. Disco
Okay.
Inferno.
You
Like,
begin.
finally, Romelia gets to purge something she wanted to.
It begins burning, and it seems to try at first to regenerate, but it seems to almost confuse at this regeneration, be almost unable. It pulsates faster and faster, and eventually all begins turning to ash and ash and ash and fast, and eventually it burns down to a crisp. Nothing of it remains. Everything has been burned, and the entire area is scorched.
Well, I'm glad that I have a rebreather. Paprika does not need to breathe, and Chives, I'm not quite sure on the state of your lung functions.
My lungtions?
Yes.
My lungs
Thankfully.
are powerful. I used to breathe undercity air.
I do not. I have heard horror stories of the Undercity air. Perhaps that might have been an improvement over what has been set ablaze.
A single solemn nod.
It does smell kind of like burnt flesh, though. But kind of rancid. But yeah.
I'm also going to be taking taking an ash sample.
Okay. Well,
I will now add to my heretical tyrannid ham slices and my
you can make a heretical sandwich
heretical
now.
tyrannid. As long as I use the ash for flour, yeah.
Okay.
Who wants to use meat ash for flour?
So
I mean,
You
isn't
are-
that just black bread?
with that, I think this room is clear unless you want to talk to Roof or Paul or the towel.
I think Dardic had an amazing conversation with the Tau.
Can we give them a hero point for it?
You know what?
You don't have to do that.
You
Dark is just not in his right mind right now.
This is a reference to a different system.
Brett's getting bizarre point. He gets to use that bizarre point.
Oh no, bizarre point. You can take retroactive actions.
A retroactive action, you say? Can I use it to date the Tau ambassador? No.
You can take secret actions.
The secret dating simulator that Dardic wants to get into.
Dardic uses it to bribe Tau so we can play their visual novels.
Okay. So everyone seems to return to work or return to what they were doing. As the heart burns in the background, they seem to be talking about it, mentioning kind of... They are glad this thing is sort of gone. They had a bad feeling from it.
Is Ruth still okay?
A little bit shaken, but looks
Alright.
better.
Also, I think you can put Dardic back on the...
I have something I want to do with him real quick.
I wasn't serious about the dating the Tau thing, by the way. I just want to make that clear.
Too late, you're dating the town
Too
now.
late.
Too late. You're gonna kiss one.
Oh no.
Okay.
I
You
believe
can't
I've made a
stop.
horrible mistake.
You can't stop love, Brass.
I can't unfatten this ass.
Okay. Dardic, you were put on a table, and you on a bed, and you feel kind of bad. Anesthetics, the pain. You feel better than you were before. Of course, you no longer have a bleeding out of your neck. Most of things are patched, and yeah. You barely can hear or see things from outside, as the anesthetic is still in full effect. But you can see a sort of like black shape coming above your bed.
Oh.
You begin feeling a pressure on your chest.
What's this?
It first started as agonizing and eventually it begins to be kind of good and soothing. Dardic, you heal back to full health.
Dardic is very confused as his head slowly stops swimming in, like, residual soreness and anesthetics, and, well, actually, probably the anesthetics are still there.
Your vision begins to actually clear a bit, and you begin to become more aware of your surroundings.
What? By the throne?
Calm
Where
down.
am I?
They took you to a bed. Calm down. You got
Hey, you're finally awake.
you got a pretty rough down beating back there, so I came here to help.
Are my memories correct? That we were fighting some sort of Tyranids.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
I took the opportunity to get your neck back in place, and well, now you can walk back straight as well. Your leg is fully fixed.
Dardic blinks and like pulls down like his huge collar to take a look.
I didn't know if you wanted to keep the scar, so I left it in.
Oh, I'm ambivalent on scars. I'll probably get used to it.
I can take it off if you want.
Oh, don't worry. It's purely cosmetic damage. I'm not particularly concerned.
Well, if you ever have any trouble, you can always talk to me, or at least you can also tell the rest of the acolytes if they ever want to anything fixed.
Of
Other than
course.
Paprika. Fuck Paprika.
Paprika, I
I
wish I could.
appreciate your help.
Anyway, Vasilov said you like these. He puts down a box of like 6 donuts. He bought them for you.
Dardic accepts the gift quite gratefully. I seem to recall something else. I was speaking to someone I thought that had terrible Argeria, but I think they may have just been a Tau. That part was a dream, right? You can only say if it was a dream.
I, 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 I am unsure.
Of course, of course. It sounds like it was a dream. I will go forth assuming that it was a dream.
I will say you were pretty close to death right there and then. I can see the work that probably Romelia did on your body. She managed to patch you up quite good. If it wasn't for her and perhaps your luck, you would be clearly dead, which is kind of impressive. It seems that the Emperor is watching you quite closely, actually.
Well, I certainly hope he takes time off for some of his other servants.
Very well.
Well, I should get back to work. My
think we-
body is feeling like it could actually move again.
Indeed, I think we are done here.
You see, the Gene Stealer cut your neck in such a way that the body fell, that your blood fell out of you and then back in.
Hey guys, are we gonna talk about what just happened? No? Okay, good.
CB is actually supposed to be here. Huh, weird, or 20 map glitch.
I'm really curious what just happened to Dardic in his sleep.
That was Odenathis healing him, presumably.
Via psychic powers? Like,
Yeah.
Odin Office has psychic bullshit, I forgot about that. You see,
Yep.
I was also slightly scared of the other
I mean, well,
alternate
yeah,
option
no, I mean,
that is
like, yeah,
so similar in description.
it really looked like he was getting xenomorphed.
Yeah, it very much looked like he was getting a Gene Stealer kiss, which is
Hey guys, I'm
basically
back and
instant
better
brainwash
than
to
ever.
save.
Starts vomiting eggs.
Dardic, for no reason whatsoever, do you feel compelled to have children?
Well, not any more than I did before. Why do you ask?
Good, don't
Dardic-
worry about it.
Dardic, the perpetually horny man. No,
Dardic glances across the room at the Tau ambassador.
That's not canon.
It's not fucking
Oh.
canon.
Vasilov and enough seem to enter the room at this point and seem to be following. Hello, comrades. How you have been? I heard you took down enemy captain, and heard Dardic Dardic drowned, got Dardic down. I'm not too good at this.
Oh yes, absolutely true on that last count at least. But fortunately someone was able to save my life, it sounds like.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It is my fault that I went pursuing my own things instead of accompanying you, it appears. I figured that after so many battles, you guys
Yeah.
were doing fine. And all it takes is one slip up and you guys nearly perish.
Well, what were the odds, right? I wouldn't
Hi.
blame yourself.
Oh, Dardic, you are. Dodonav said, Dardic, you are kind of an. Don't worry, Dardic, you are a young man. You can recover from this.
Look closely at Dart and say that again.
Yeah, you are a very young man. He pats you on the shoulder. Full of youth. Unlike this old man right here.
Dardic's fish-eyed stare meets Odenathus's.
Dardic's skin, looking really close to him, is almost just literally sagging off his face.
A sadder man you did not see, and an older one you cannot conceive.
Why is Otanofis so fucking Borka, Vasilov, I need to I sent a note.
Oh, you sent note about Pino colonies. Pino Legion.
Yes, those are good men. Very good men.
Good
Is it
man,
within
yeah.
our authority to have their service within the penal legion routed?
I've sent paperwork to diplomacy building. They seem to be very worried.
Diplomacy building.
Yeah, to diplomacy quarters. They been holed up there ever since we arrived.
Embassy. I think the word you're looking for is embassy.
No, the embassy is on the south, currently being sieged. Also, as well, which is kind of interesting. The position that both of us are in.
Well, Vasilov, I had the thought of, man, this is not Chive's voice. Give me a moment.
Right.
Vasilov, yeah,
Comrade
I felt that
Vasilov.
because we will be held up by our investigations, you would require a personal guard. And I saw a man turn a gene stealer into a red mist with a slab of metal.
That
is
is
impressive.
good. Yeah, pretty impressive, I guess.
Why did an office say that?
Anyway, he puts the hand on your shoulder. Hey,
He's
Chives.
like, is he jealous? Yes.
Chives, you here for fool.
Comrade Vasilov.
My bones squungle back into place.
Your extra arms pop off.
What the fuck? I needed those.
General
My shirt
Vasilov.
doesn't fit anymore.
Yes, Romelia?
Comrade Vasilov, I have wished to state that I am specializing more in combat. Hence, I do not need these, and I think they might be found better in your use. I'm gonna give him the las pistol and las gun with bayonet.
Okay, yeah, he grabs it. Ooh, a token of fight. Thank you. Wait,
I
did you
figured
fight?
you would also be way more proficient in the use of the.
So how are you holding up in this on this visit to Morkargan?
Well, yeah, I don't know. The party was sort of things kind of got out of hand pretty fast there, so really didn't have much good time. And spreading Tau culture isn't working so well when the planet is killing itself.
Catechist for life!
Remember to vote red. Wait, by that do you mean Emperor or Omnisaya? Ah shit, they're the same colors. Damn it.
Oh, no. Emperor is gold.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any and therefore we work together
Hey, I'm
to
just gonna
achieve
roll
greater
a
things.
I'm just gonna roll a D100 Farside Enclave. D100 knowledge of Farside Enclave.
You want to spend a fate point on that?
You have no
one left.
My die
Come on, do
die
it.
hasn't rolled on my end yet. I don't know what the
It's an
83.
83.
83.
following. Its tenants. And that's why our planet is burning, because it doesn't follow any tenets like the greater good. That's pretty simple, I would say.
The
Okay,
I believe our faith in the Omnisaya or the Emperor is enough. We simply need to unite Morkargan in that belief.
sure, sure.
For some reason, I'm thinking squid.
In any case, he kind of coughs in it. Hello, my name is not really important. I am a member of the ambassador's board. This is getting a bit heated, so I'll be escorting them to eat. It's kind of eating time. Thank you for your
Yeah.
service.
And I
technician.
do have a traditional Terran delicacy to share with you as a token of goodwill. What?
Aren't they?
Why are you bringing that one up specifically? You moron. uh, Dardic offers the half box of donuts.
I never see these things are. I've seen them on the ship.
A dode nut.
They look absolutely weird. Why are they so colorful?
It's because of frosting. You see, they try to make you think there's more than one flavor, but there's only the one.
Yes, they say the red ones taste better.
They don't say the red ones taste better.
She seems quite delighted by the treat, and well, thanks. Your name is
There's the rest of your delegation there.
She kind of shares, and they kind of also eat. The guy over here also eats. He looks important, by the way.
I just he just looks important. I literally imagine him just skating around on a hoverboard, just like the he's expanding about the greater good after like gliding. Yeah, laugh it up, guys. Laugh it up. Make
Anyway.
one joke about dating the Tau ambassador, and
It's not fucking canon.
They kind of bid their farewells, and they go their own way. Let's progress. Let's not linger around anymore here.
that'll probably cool or like probably just thaw out the tensions a little bit.
Very well. I've done the thing I need to do with Mr. Odenafus, so I'm ready to rejoin the party. This time I'll be sticking around, so Dardik doesn't lose his head again.
Yes, I believe the last location we need to visit is the naval area.
Ooh, let us do that. Let us do that with face. The attack will be coming shortly, and I am going to go back to the starport. I'll be waiting exactly for the moment the siege clears, so I can go back to the ship. Someone needs to receive the Space Marines. They're coming, and none of you know them, so that leaves it up to me.
What chapter are they from?
Chapter. Well, they are the Helios Jaws. You
It would be an
mean
honor to meet to meet a space marine.
I can't say I know of the Helios Jaws. Can you tell us a little bit of their history?
I don't want to be sticking around here so long. And well, you eventually when you got me to meet them, you gotta really get what they are about. But well, they are sons of Jagatai.
Ah, neat.
I see.
Uh,
Yes.
Like
they
scars.
they aren't your normal Space Marine chapter. Say that much. They some would call them some would call their methods mercenary. They-
Mercenary?
yes. They work alongside many rogue traders back at a space back at a place we're gonna be soon be visiting.
I see.
They have their troubles with administratum, which sort of has led them to become this. So or so I heard. Since the administrator didn't want to supply them with
The
things.
suspense builds.
I
I
see.
must know more about these boys.
I see. So, I suppose. So they somehow managed to fall off the Administratum books then.
Yeah, I wouldn't
So
call them
are they well supplied?
Well, I wouldn't call them renegade, but the administrator hasn't sent supplies to them in a long while or keeps shipping them extremely late. So they've been buying their own equipment, so to speak.
What do you mean by so to speak?
Well,
They've been stealing, I think, is what he's trying to say.
from buying from rogue traders who probably got it from dead Astartes or other sources. They have been scavenging pretty much and buying whatever they can, whatever falls on the market. Well, when you reach the next place, you're gonna understand a little bit better the situation.
They should set up a trade network with the Blood Ravens.
No,
No,
they are
and the Blood Ravens just circle around each other.
no, they're much. Even though they are mercenary, they're way better than the Blood Ravens. Believe me. Believe me. You see enough his eyes widen.
I don't know what's wrong with the Blood Ravens. I do.
In any case,
I'm inexperienced with Astartes chapters. All I know is that I will be honored to meet one, but their disposition might change my opinions.
maybe. Well, you'll get there when you get there. He walks away. Let's go to ship. Check some docks.
Yes.
Let's go to ship and check some docks.
It'd be a wonder to have power armor like theirs of my own.
Perhaps they've been too big. Armor too big.
Oh yes, but
Maybe just the hat.
a sister could dream.
Indeed.
Maybe just the hat is like a chest plate.
You sort of walk around walk around the base, and eventually get into what seems to be an underground part of the base. You reach a underground dock. At least not necessarily underground, but covered by a big rock above you, covered from any attack from outside. There seems to be a little bit of a gathering. The ships are being repaired or things are being tried attached to them, moving around, ammunition is going in. This man in particular is shouting at everyone to get going. The attack is coming soon. The men are
Zoom in
complaining.
very close on this man. Ah, yes.
I forget. Were we told of any specific problems in the shipyard?
The ships. You might have heard the ships kind of got torpedoed.
Ah.
Sorta. They have holes at them. They have sometimes their guns have been kind of sawed off, and they
I
do,
would
did
like
kind of
to
a number.
say. I
Yeah.
would like to say, normally ships work better when they don't have holes in them.
Just a bit.
And they're trying to repair. There are some Veil that came here to also repair, but they are on the map because, well, they are there. Don't worry. Yeah, there's the Veil people. Okay. Okay, everyone, keep going. We need that fixed. Magos, do you think your men can fix this? I don't have a lot of men, and well, they're doing their best. Loga, keep track of everything. We
Wait.
might.
Wait. Who are these men? In the black.
They look to be guards. Just
Wind
guards.
Watch guards.
Where? Okay, good. Fine, good.
Not
Are
Wind
those
Watch,
pups
but
alive or
wherever we
dead?
are.
Those pups are alive and seeming to be
I
falling
pull
around.
out my
yeah.
gun.
Hey, it doesn't seem like they can. It doesn't seem like these ones know how to use guns. Hopefully.
Yeah, let me do a bit. Yeah, and I have 4 pups.
Like Romelio pulls out the gun, looks at all the guards and rich people, and puts it away.
Each one seems
As
to
we
be
all know, we can't do anything that would be untoward to the rich.
Each seem each seems to try and be giving Ivor some sort of advice or trying to help him with something. Ezekiel giving gun advice. Castella giving.
I thought you were talking about the sea pups.
The sea pups are also mimicking the people, but they apparently are not giving advice. I wish they could give. Oh, Tech Priest, finally! Prika! Jives! You've finally arrived! I keep forgetting what voice of Kyrus is. I'm gonna try to do old man. Prika! Jives! You have finally arrived! Oh man.
Yes, greetings, Magos.
Oh, marvelous, marvelous. We'll be having some problems here. The ships are kind of with holes, and they need the ships to intercept the assault craft coming here.
Yes, yeah.
This might take most of your expertise to get the ships onto the ocean. And yours as well, Chives.
Yes, well, I'll certainly do my best. Though I don't know if the two of us are enough assistance to make that much of a difference.
Well, any help we can, the better it is. I don't expect the ships to be exactly ready for the battle, but during it, we can keep pumping them out and eventually gonna outnumber them. I heard your defenses are online, so this should be much easier. Only if.
Yes, yeah. We'll try our best. When was the last time we slept, by the way? Jesus, sorry.
Well,
Darnik slept like an hour ago. He feels pretty good.
maybe since you arrived, like you probably slept on the craft coming here. That was like a few 8 hours you could.
Okay. So, yes, if necessary, we can last a couple days without sleep.
Oh, people who don't sleep make the best workers.
Come to think of it, I suppose I might not necessarily need sleep anymore, so long as I have a battery I can draw charge from.
Boys, fetch this girl a battery. 2 of them head out.
Wait, we can just do
Paprika
that.
eats.
The sea
Paprika
pup-
eats the battery.
Wait, should we can just do that?
Well, I can. I have learned.
They're just gonna give us free batteries.
I've learned some arts of the electro priests, so I can draw power from batteries. I don't know if you went to that lecture in Tech Priest College.
I did not. What is Tech Priest College?
Did you, Chives? Did you not go to Tech Priest College?
Chives, did you not go to Dr. Priest College?
I was my situation within the Order of a Doctor is not under either of your chains of command.
Oh,
We're just fucking with you.
No, don't worry, Other Reductor. It's not a college, it's more like a tech course.
Also, we're just fucking with you. There's no Tech Priest College.
Fell for the old trick, I see. Anyway, that's your battery.
All right. Yes. She picks up battery.
Put it in your bag.
Yeah.
So, I might as well off to work. I haven't done a lot of manual jobs recently, but I can rewire whatever things may be necessary. Loga, come with me. Let us begin repairing these craft.
Paprika.
Yes.
Paprika. Once the priority work has been done, could you please remember to bring up the matter of the shuttle?
The shuttle. Yes. I mean, I believe they wanted to save that for after the siege started.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
But
And as
I just
far as
mean
I can-
don't let them forget after the siege.
Yes, I see. Yes, for the sake of your aging old mind, I shall remember for you.
Yes, of course. Thank you. I very much appreciate this.
Who was it
Don't
that you borrowed this
endanger
from?
from Admiral Herman, I believe,
I see.
who is a close personal friend and one that I would like to remain friends with.
I mean, worst case scenario, you would just have to compensate him for the damages.
Yes, of course. I would be a bondsman for the rest of my life.
Dun 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 dun. Dalek becomes a serf. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. But no, to be very clear, don't jeopardize the security of the base in order to perform this errand for me.
Yes, as far as I can tell from the sounds of it, we're going to be busy repairing ships until the siege is done, more or less.
Alright.
But we'll keep it in mind.
Of course, thank you.
So, I think this sort of ends this as you begin doing the repairs. Roll me both of you tech uses plus, like, this is a big installation and you have help from one another. Each of you, give me a plus 20 on tech usage.
Yes. Use.
And then we're gonna see the effects. Then-
Feel the effects.
okay, 5 degrees.
Plus 20 tech use?
Okay, 2 degrees. So, the hours begin to pass as you begin repairing the ships. The rest of the base gets itself ready. As the hours come in, the battle begins. And then I'm going to transition to a map where I will tell what happens in the next 3 days, actually. 3 whole days.
Wow, 3 days.
3 days. So, let me put you here in this, into, like, intersectory map, just so I can talk a little bit about what happened. Your deeds and everything.
Wait. Are we gonna get a load screen?
Yeah, I could put you on a load screen. I don't have anything to do. I don't have anything ready because I didn't have when our session was going to happen until minutes ago.
Oasian Heresy 2019 build. Do not research.
So, let me quickly explain. The battle, As the battle begins, ships are seen in the distance, arriving in North Point. Before they arrive, a sortie of aircraft begin descending down upon the citadel. Their first barrage against the beaches is really damaging, but the beaches seem to hold stat as the anti-air begins to kick in as they enter their range, and hundreds of planes are taken down from the sky by the 600 or so batteries, one after the other. Whatever sortie they did first, they don't seem to be able to ever replicate it. As the landing craft begin landing on the beaches, begin landing on the beaches, it's a tough fight for the last days on end. But with artillery, they keep getting absolutely demolished as the network kicks in. And as any breakthroughs that happen are quickly solved by what seems to be penal legionnaires. But the fighting is very tough and lasts for days as they find more points of last on top of the citadel and elsewhere. But eventually the attacks begin to die down, and it's clear the battle is pretty much all on. Whatever the attackers had, they no longer have at all. You basically okay, sorry, I forgot something. Yeah, the ships you fucking repaired. The battle seems to at a point where the reinforcements are coming, they are simply stop as the ships begin being mustered and stopping anyone from reaching the shores. At that point, the battle is completely ended since the enemy cannot resupply or anything. Within 3 days, you have completely disabled the enemy, and the citadel has been pretty much saved. As a few hours pass, the green light for aircraft is granted, and it seems that people are beginning to leave for orbit. Sadly, Paprika, Chives, it's been a couple days.
Yeah, Stardeck is not here.
Paprika looks.
I'm not here.
Paprika looks a little frazzled, like her hair is a little a bit unkempt. She just has the car battery on her back still.
Romelia,
Her hair went from like it went from that to like a brave.
Oh, okay.
Yes. What is it?
And Romelia, during the battle, would you want to do anything? Like just asking, like if you want to do any helpful rolls or.
Boy, if there's any injured ever on our side of the battle,
Hand it
I'm
to
there.
Okay, give me a
You're
Medicaid check.
so overworked.
Okay, give me a Medicaid check.
Overworked? I hear of no such thing as a sister hospital here.
You haven't slept in 3 days, and you need to sleep, unlike Paprika.
That was a bad roll, but you still did great. Yeah, no, your work is very well rewarded as you go into infirmary, between infirmary and infirmary, healing anyone you can. Basically saving a lot of people, but otherwise not healing much more than injuries. Just keep stabilizing everyone who's injured.
Yeah. Man, I got a really shit roll. A 93? God, only 3 degrees of success.
I mean, okay, I think that's something wrong with just saying, by the way. Just because you have already a 40 on your Medicaid. Oh, because of your armor. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yes. I have so many bonuses. I am hard spec Medicaid checks and Medicaid checks only.
I was like, odd, because I think that was already adding the Medicaid, but no. I see. And Dardik, what did you do during the siege?
I mean, Dardick's. I don't know what exact skills Dardick has that can actually apply. Like the best ones he has are Common Law Imperium and Pilot Civilian Craft.
Don't worry, Dardik. You need to rest. You almost died.
Dardick spends the siege brewing up like pots upon pots of coffee and running them around to everyone.
You seem that you did a very good work. They had all vehicles working, and
it's just his experience in the Administratum. It's like everybody needs coffee. And all these generals are like, what the fuck? Why are you doing this?
It seems like we have won, which is very good. Everything was working. You even got the veil to make all vehicles work. There was even a big bombard bombing down stuff, which was very pleasant to hear again. It's been so long.
Yes, did we ever get around to Dardik's borrowed vehicle?
They seemingly got doing one of the laws in the fighting. They got around to it and they're brought here. It's being repaired right now. It's just some damage to the engine, so they are replaced.
Oh,
but
I just need to hope that Herman never looks at the Carfax.
Why has my
By the way-
insurance premium suddenly gone up?
You
By the
know,
way-
ships don't hold their value.
By the way, important point. I need Ellis.
Oh,
I think we are, if not officially, still sort of have the sway of an inquisitorial party. Mainly
They
because Odonophis runs the ship, and Odonophis knows. Chives has claimed Ellis as a legal ward.
A
Mine now.
child?
Ward, not child, but
Ellis has been collected.
Has
Mine
someone
now.
did Ellis agree to be a legal ward?
Chives, did you
not yet.
summon me? I came as soon as you asked. I was moving things over. Everyone seems to be in a good mood of the veil. Despite me fighting the veil, everyone good.
Ellis, do you like this planet?
You know, if you asked me like 4 days ago, I would say yes for a single question. But currently, I
Would
think
you like to do some?
my entire
spend some
life
time
was a
traveling?
lie. My entire life was a lie.
Would
Which
you like
is-
to spend some time traveling?
Yeah. You know
right,
what?
you're now well too late. You're already a legal ward of the Mechanicus.
I'm a
Oh
what?
wait, you agreed?
Womp womp.
Oh, never mind. Not too late. Good, nice, good.
Legal ward? Does it mean I'm your child?
Not exactly. It's a bit more legally complicated than that. It isn't
I do
important.
not believe
I'm inducting you.
Mechanicus have children.
I am inducting them into the Mechanicus. They are not my child. They're my wards. Don't stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, no, the Mechanicus actually do have children, but they mostly steal children.
Did you know that the Mechanicus is not necessarily celibate?
No, they are very horny.
Barkus says that with his eye dead, staring into the distance.
The toasters.
The toasters.
Vestroy will never be the same.
Oh god, right, they're Vestroyan. They have to deal with the Mechanicus. They know what it's like.
And then
What, was anyone pretending that they weren't horny? I certainly wasn't. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I push you off the deck.
No, in any case... in any case...
You
the
cut
ship- we
out, so I
should-
just had a very distant...
In any case, our ship should be ready soon, and everyone else is going. Odonaphos went first, and we are here alone, just trying to get things assorted. We are taking the missiles up for now. We don't want to leave here on world.
Yes.
Apparently, there was no sabotage, which was good.
If I remember correctly, was there not some promise of a reward from someone or another?
That might be Mederi, but he just left. Maybe you can call him. Remind him of his.
See you later, suckers.
In any case, things have been developing in the world, so the embassy on Kargan is still kind of stuck and being sieged by the Popolari, and things are, some ways, not very good. Animal aggression has been growing very strong, and people are kind of more aware about the Tyrannid threat, not the Jinxer though. We kept that kind of under the rugs for now.
Good.
Da.
Sorry, continue.
Otherwise, the Simato situation still kind of tense. He's been promising to blow up city, but hasn't done it yet.
We're going to really have to deal with him.
Can we call him or something?
Yes,
Does
back
he
when
have a phone?
the faction leaders are arranging for conference. All but the Heracleans, apparently. You might want to partake of the conference since you have a lot of information which Morakin and Odenafas have requested help with.
Alright.
You know the situation more than anyone.
So are we
So-
choosing between the conference or dealing with Decimatus?
No,
He-
the conference will have Decimatus.
Oh, of course.
It's gonna be nasty. Prepare yourselves.
Okay.
Let's go to ship. Vasilov leaves.
And we'll call a nobleman about the money that he owes us.
He'll be in the call. We might want to ask him during call.
Yep.
That seems unprofessional.
Highly so. Okay, I'm going to the ship.
Dardic starts toward the ship, but accidentally touches the shrine of the mountain in the corner. He shrugs and continues on, confident there won't be a problem.
So you eventually get onto your ship. You see the voidcraft. The aircraft you came here with. It looks brand new, actually. Brand new. They
Alright, good. I'm safe.
You might actually have to scuff
wait.
it up a little bit. Or it'll be
Was I
suspicious.
was I ever asked what I was doing during those 3 days?
I mean, you were repairing ships, right?
Right. Yes. That. There was another thing.
Oh,
Repairing ships, Chives says with 6 layers of air quotes.
Yes.
What-
Chive says, slowly shipping the worm boy fucker back into their coat.
Slowly pushing Dardic towards the Tau ambassador.
No. I would like to get. What's our long range communications outside of the system like currently?
Except
Have
after
we
touching
lost
the
it
shrine of
yet?
the mountain, there's 2 Tau ambassadors.
you can still
Wow.
talk. For now, doesn't seem to be there be a shadow in the warp.
Right. I'm going to be contacting our astropaths. This is not important during session, but I would like to get into contact with Agrippina.
You head onto the ship. You are docked in and you move around the normal areas of the ship. Actually, let me give you something that hasn't been used in a while. The ship map.
Yay! The ship map!
Hey.
The ship.
Ship. You use it to get. Oh god. You go into the bridge.
Wait, why are the rails vertical and the elevators horizontal?
Oh,
Block these words.
How long has this been like that?
I think not long. I think I have fixed this. Thanks for noting. Anyway, you make your way to the bridge. They seem to be waiting for there's on here. There's like a connecting page and a map of the planet. We arrived just in time.
Been so long since we've seen any of these people.
It's been so long, so many years.
Oh, this is the guy that
Been
owes us
5
money.
weeks since you looked at me.
Okay, cool. We don't have to do it in the conference call.
The conference call.
In the Zoom call.
The Zoom
In the circumference call.
Hey, it's Raltus! I remember when he wrote things and was very important.
Yeah, Waltus was around for a little bit during the start, and then we.
Wait
came
a
to planet.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait one fucking minute.
Wait, is his name Ishmael?
Raltus is in the background of the Meet the Inquisitor sketch.
Ishmael Murakin. Yeah.
Call me Ishmael.
Two same people.
They're just Catboy twins. Don't worry about it.
I need random officers, okay? It's hard.
Catboy.
It's just so weird because they don't look like they're supposed to be generic models.
It's hard out here when you don't have any space on Roll20.
I have like a
That's
normal.
facts.
Oh, you came! Glad you have survived.
Yes. Yes.
I might need some help over here. Apparently, these people are questioning my authority over the world and if I should keep it. Very, very, very not nice stuff. That Zalia fucking snake.
Who's questioning you, Mr. Atoran?
Well, from the Simatus to Zalia to that fucking popularity leader fucker. Even Urna, that the Heraclean one, she hasn't been answering my calls to stop this madness.
I don't imagine she would.
I mean, she's been on our political map as an independent faction this entire time.
Wait, and my map, we were Ella. I mean, we were when they did attack. I mean, we were trying to talk it out things. You messed up the party. You killed someone.
Comrade Vasilov, did we not spread the data to the ruling houses yet?
No, at least not him.
See,
He would like money to probably keep information, and I'm not willing to.
Mhm. Yep.
In any
The
case,
general says you're basic.
The
Anyway.
general says that you are a basic beach. You are no longer the planetary government, the governor.
I declare you basic beach. Get the fuck out of the world.
You are no. It seems that the Emperor has declared you heretical and cringe. You are no longer the planetary governor.
The planetary governor was disposed after being outed as a basic bitch.
by Sigma, you are cringe.
This opened up Governor Militant Lucas Alexander to take over administration of the planet.
Do not suffer the cringe to live.
With like a zoom noise of connecting, these three images come on screen.
Hey, I know one of these people. Actually, I don't know any of them, but that one looks interesting.
Oh, finally came to parley. Very well. Finally here to take on my mercy. Shut up, Decimatus. You are a fucking madman. Get the.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Hargo's like cat interrupts the Zoom call. Just kind of wanders in front of the screen.
So Jesus, so remind me, who are the other people? Because I don't see them on the family tree.
Zelia Urko is the military leader. She is the head of military, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
She is one of the major factions. Currently trying to take over the capital.
Hargo?
Who the fuck is a Hargo? Who's
Hargo-
this persona-ass man?
He is from Persona.
That explains it.
This
He's
explains why this man is persona.
ironically he's Hargo Liena, leader of the Popolari.
I see.
Why is that ironic?
Because of what role he plays in Persona.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
fair point.
Any case,
Where do I recognize the song from?
as things stand, they begin bickering amongst themselves of who should the envoy give their basically pledge to, like who.
We are on the group chat.
Yeah, they seemingly mad at each other's throat, trying to claim who should be in the leading role of the planet. Who should the envoy tell to be the leading role in the planet, leader. Sorry, the effective leader at least.
I slowly turned to Paprika and binary at her.
Yeah, Paprika. It listens and will respond.
I've just remembered a horrid fact.
Oh?
Paprika, you know that you know how the cringe Imperium treats their citizens terribly,
Yes.
and generally the serfs hate them and us.
Just like
Did you
how
know-
how we as the cringe mechanic also treat our servants terribly.
Yes, but we don't admit to that. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why I only say it in binary.
Oh, a new player's about to enter the call, guys.
It's
Look,
loading in.
Have we considered the fact that the Tyranid, that the Gene Stealers, many times in the past, as well as maybe now, really like causing popular revolts in the middle of their uprising?
I was gonna joke about it.
Imperial citizens.
I was gonna joke about a Tyranid joining the call.
That joke, that thing they do. Have we talked about this?
I don't believe it's come up, but it seems possible. But at the same time, due to how the Imperium works, it is also a consideration that it could just be a standard uprising.
Oh yes, I'm saying it's probably both, because it is also in the other times basically always both.
At any rate, quietly I'll say, I think my vote for who should be taking control here would be, I mean, as weird as it is to say, Mr. Atoran, since he is, he is he is the quote-unquote planetary governor appointed by
we can't just let people get angry and then decide the planetary governor isn't who the High Lords decide.
Yes. I mean,
not that I literally care at all.
Granted, at this point, I'm not necessarily against the idea of martial law with Zelia, but for now, I think I feel as though the safe option would be Mr. Atoran.
There's also the important point to be argued about. Well, but Decamantis is insane.
Well, yes, no, that's why I'm not considering him.
Yes, he's basically not an option.
Well, as the Zoom call intensifies, as Ernest seemingly
in the background there is screeching binary.
Yeah, Ernest seemingly hijacks herself into this situation and can remain silent. Medari speaks up. Okay, what's your big plan? My plan is to go to the moon, and from there we're gonna be safe. Nothing wrong is gonna happen there.
Whoever that one was, not that one.
That was him.
We have a lot of resources from there. We have a lot of contacts with the orbitals and our trade routes.
Who said go to the moon?
Mr. Atoran.
We have the resources to rule from there, I will say.
Mr. Atoran.
Yes.
What about the entire planet's population?
Well,
are we just going to let them be torn apart by Tyranids?
Not exactly. No, of course not. What I say is, if we keep ruling from there, we're gonna keep putting ourselves in danger. And even then, there's been a long move to move out of that world. Kargan is a city infested by Vermilion allied people and the Popularity even. I don't want to deal with them as the capital, I think. As I see it, we should wait for orbital reinforcements to arrive. The planet itself cannot sustain such a fight.
Just go to the space Winchester and wait for this all to blow over.
I hate this man so much, but I don't disagree. That was not allowed. That was not in character.
And even better.
Now, wait. What are the Populari actually arguing here? That's in character. I'm asking, what are your actual demands? Wait. Hey, wait a minute.
Well, we are very much tired of it.
Wait, everyone shush. When did the Heraclean get here?
I joked about Tyranids joining the call.
Well, my plan is very simple. This administration is completely utter garbage, and it keeps fighting itself over religious matters. What I want is a kind of really uncommon imperium, but not exactly insane. A more democratic system of administration.
Wow, this man is certifiably insane. We can't put him in charge.
There are democratic worlds within the Imperium. Bad news.
Yeah, and that's obviously the worst possible choice. We can't put him in charge.
Well, okay, now I don't. I should acknowledge that that there are worker collectives within the Mechanicus, and I don't necessarily oppose this aim. However, also we are in the middle of a Tyranid invasion. Is this the time for political reform?
Well, if it's not now, when it's gonna be? And even then,
After the Tyranid invasion, hopefully.
when's... Well, I agree, the situation is precarious. And the wildlife is getting rougher. That is why I'm here to offer... Although I wouldn't align myself with Mederi or Med, the Sematos, or even you, Erna. I think I could work with Zelia.
Military tribunal aligning with a popular uprising has never caused bad things to happen again. Cough, Cambodia.
Quite interesting, Argo. I never thought you doing that. Well, it would be kind of complicated. I think we have different goals here, but I think maybe you could try to make it work. But I will say, Mederi, Decimatus, I'm not here to negotiate with you. You are absolutely madmen. You've lost control in Erna. If I could, I would kill you right now. My plan is very simple. This place clearly needs some fixing, some hard fix. There are agents of the Heracleans hidden literally everywhere I ever looked in.
This is fully true. Speaking of, why is she here?
Me? Oh. Well, I wanted to patch in and maybe talk to the murderers of my son.
They aren't present.
Then, I suppose if you want that, check with the rest of your family.
Can't be done.
Erna, I turn to the rest of the party. The only people in the room currently are leaders who would probably unite behind this. I'm opposed to telling the
that and the ship crew.
populace, not them. Though we don't know what Decamontis might do. He's not stable.
Well, it seems that
Was quiet.
Yeah, no, but
That was quiet.
it's not about that, but it's more about the situation. Well, look at that, Mederi. These people want to betray you and the old order. I know you have the Emperor's best interest within you, even if you have lost your way. I'm not telling a purge against you, or even the weird-ass Serpentine Church. I think my purge effort should focus entirely upon the Veil and the Heraclean rot.
Need urge to oppose genocide.
May I suggest a temporary compromise to get us through the current situation, after which we can review it
A truce? To let the veil erode us from behind? Be a treacherous bond.
The Veil are not necessarily the issue. It is more their leadership and the Heracleans specifically. Yes. I say this aloud, staring directly at Erna.
Yes, my compromise I'd propose would be a sort of a council. With Zelia as the military leader, Hargo as a representative of the Populare, or I suppose any representative they wish to send. Decimatus as a representative of the Emperor's faith, and then Mederi Torin as the Emperor's designated planetary governor.
That's the problem. Mederi has a problem with the planet. He's gonna just move the capital to the moon and gonna take all power with him. I don't think you understand this, but I see him as one of the primary threats to Morkagan. He never tried to fix the situation. He only cares about his political and trade agreements.
Well,
And-
in that case, how about this, Mr. Torin, or if you agree with that statement, and if you do truly care mostly about political and trade agreements and your own safety, then we can see to getting you off planet, and for the military and other day-to-day matters, we can rely on the Populare military and religious council.
That
It's a clean deal for him. It just accepting it implicates him as a piece of shit.
But would I keep my powers as governor?
You would still be governor. I don't know exactly what powers that entails, but effectively you would be giving up some decision making, mostly the decision making that you don't care about, for the purpose of more efficient control, more efficiently handling this crisis and future matters.
I'm sorry, wait, are we turning this planet into a constitutional autocracy?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
It's like a constitutional monarchy, except instead of it being a monarch, it's an autocrat.
Romelia doesn't understand politics.
I mean,
Oh, Bell is
I
right.
don't know if it's technically an autocracy, considering the positions are military, religious, and then just elected, or however
What?
it is the Populari choose.
Zara seems to think for a second. Mederi, what about we make a deal? I become planetary governor, interim, until the crisis is solved, and after things are done, you become the governor of the moon, as you always wanted to be, apparently.
This is just insulting him. That's it.
What
That's the only thing that
what
happened.
is Morkargan's moon like? Is there any infrastructure there?
Yeah, they are the shipyards. My beautiful, beautiful shipyards.
So it is the focus of trade.
There's
then.
big fancy shipyards that make big fancy ships.
And big fancy money. Money.
Now, I need to acknowledge the fact that Madeira Torin knows about the Gene Stealers.
What's he gonna
think
do with
he
that
does.
knowledge?
He does. He was one of the people that we took with us in the ship, who we privately informed about this.
I don't remember.
I
We've
don't
been
actually
acting
remember-
as though he didn't.
Oh.
Arctic. I'm just a passenger in this, but I find this fascinating.
So is this deal acceptable to everyone here? Not
I think you
not
do this for a
counting Miss
second.
Erna.
Why would you call me? This is so unfair.
Well, I mean, in
It's-
all fairness, you're not loyal.
You dare call me unloyal? It's just seems to be
Unloyal
almost-
to the Emperor.
Oh. You also have come to realize! Finally! Someone's listening to me! I always said the Heracleans were the worst of the rot! Finally!
The Veil is fine. It's just the Heraclean family.
The Veil are the leaves of the Heraclean, my dear! They have grown and grown and grown into the cities of Solaria and
This
Tulsa.
negotiation has gone sideways. I think that a
And
grave mistake has been made.
there will have to be at some point some pruning of the veil to get rid of some bad leaves, but overall the tree itself, other than the Heracleans themselves, there is still much of the tree that is loyal and can be saved.
A tree that produces rot must be cut before it sickens the others.
A rotten
only
branch
one-
does
if-
not
Are
leave
we-
a tree.
Are we going to nuke Decimatus Cat?
No, we don't need to.
Decimatus has the missiles. We would like to take them. Also, he is sort of fucking insane. Like, even
Hey,
I don't
if we
think we
missile
can leave him in-
Decimatus first, and we blow up his missiles with him, easy.
Mutually assured destruction, baby.
I wish I could
we
destroy
do
the
need-
city of Solaria, but it seems that the sun is the only one that's stationary, so...
Sister Amelia, perhaps you could talk to and reason with Sir Decimatus.
I think you fail to understand how far Decimatus has fallen.
You know what? Yeah, no, he's fucking insane.
I just picture like, oh, certainly, Sister Amelia, you can reason with him. She goes up. She starts screaming. He
Maybe-
starts screaming. She screams louder. He screams
Ralph-
louder.
Ralph just
She
said-
steps back. I'm sorry, I can't reason with him.
Raul just said...
I have
Maybe-
I have a point that I would like to make.
Yes?
How about this? This is a bit of a gambit. I will acknowledge it. Can we, as a group, agree to a very simple test? Erna,
Attack?
remove your mask.
Zoom cow off.
Badoop.
Actually, never mind. She... The problem is she... Actually, no, sorry, I didn't make a mistake, so I'm recording something quick. She's not the mother of the guy you killed. She's actually the sister. I did forget.
Ah, fair point.
Yeah.
The family tree is very complicated, but also you made it.
I mean, I just got confused because it
It
does
is
a lot
very
of...
complicated.
She does remove her mask, and it's just a bald lady.
Maybe,
Weird.
maybe she's
Okay.
no. I'm not gonna say
So
it.
that's four. So that's fourth generation then.
Well, if that's what you wanted, you can all trust me. I don't get it. Neither do I.
I wanted to check something.
Is your
Can you get your parents on the call?
Yes, is Miss Jurga around?
Oh, Jug is taking her coffee break right now. The tea break. She's gonna be
Coffee break from diplomatic negotiations with the world in the balance. That seems fairly. Seems fairly.
She's an old lady. Very old.
Yes, this is Erna's parents.
Hello, this is Erna's It's Erna wearing the mask with a mustache on.
How do I use the cell phone? Puts cat like at face.
Hey guys.
Ooh.
By the way, I'm looking at the Heraclean family tree, and if you just count down from Yasha, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or actually, I guess
Well, we
Gallus
didn't know
would
that
be
Yasha
one.
was. We wouldn't
guess-
know that Yasha was the one
What?
that was achieved unibit.
Actually, wait, no. I guess Gallus would be number 1. Gallus is 1, then 2, 3, 4. If Ern is 4th, yeah.
Well, first generation tier. Important to remember that that first generation gene stealers are still below someone who has taken the kiss.
Yeah.
So
So
that's fifth
What?
in total.
yeah, but yeah, so still works.
Okay, fuck, that didn't work.
But anyway, at any rate, we already do not trust you, Miss Arna. We've seen your, what was he, brother?
Oh, my brother, whom you murdered in cold blood.
Well, for one, it should be stated
One
that
does.
we did not kill him
Also, fuck you, Paprika. You killed my butler.
because he was going to murder me.
He
But-
was going to murder them.
Yes. On account of the horrible connection that you all have and the pain that you feel just being around me. Isn't that fun?
Like it's open information. Should we bring that up? That again, I feel like if we just
Nobody needs to know that Paprika is a weird soulless thing.
no, but out of character. There is this problem here of it would be very easy to solve this upper level problem by telling them about the gene stealers. No, wait, that would probably just make them infight more, actually.
Alright.
God damn it.
At any rate, Miss Erna, please either,
Wait, no, they all
either
hate Erna.
disconnect from the call or remain silent.
Why is this even an open line?
She hacked
It
it.
I
was.
wish at this
she hacked
point
in.
bolts could travel through the machine spirits to hit other
Just-
people.
Oh, wait, some tech-deuce can do that. Where's Kairos?
I'm terrified because I
hey.
believe it, and that's awful.
Hey, Roger's over here. Hey, maybe you cannot talk down Decimat, but maybe you can talk his madness into something productive.
This is a good point.
Yes. Decimatus, we, as the envoy of Terra, we are using our authority to pardon several members of the Veil. However, we could use someone with your fervor to assist us in finding out which ones we can trust. See,
To forgive the unforgivable.
we're currently we are working towards production of devices that would be able to help us weed out the unfaithful.
Since it would be help to eat. Zelia seemed almost gone. You trying to talk with this madman? Well, calm down, Zelia. Tell me more about this. Well,
You see, the setup would be thus: these devices with some DNA can determine whether someone is unfaithful, whether they are no longer with us.
didn't know that was such a thing.
The advances that the Mechanicus will allow to exist are beauties indeed.
Yes, we however do not currently possess the materials or facilities to produce them in mass. So with your assistance and potentially some manpower, we could begin screening through the population and the veil.
I'll need
What's
to.
Erna? I want to watch Erna's eyes.
Oh, she's left.
She's maybe laughing, maybe listening in. You cannot be sure.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
I am interested in such a concept. I would be very,
Big
very open.
Decimatus steps down out of the screen.
Big Decimatus is now here. Decimatus. That's actually to scale for Decimatus specifically.
Big. Very well. And so I've
It's
heard that
actually a
you
hyper-intelligent ogre.
and I've been hearing you have been gathering missiles of your own, right?
Yes, I don't know if we have the number required yet, but at some point we'll have enough to fire upon Solaria without it being shot down.
We can all agree every faction here does indeed hate the Heracleans, yes?
Yeah. I wouldn't say hate, but I wouldn't want them around.
That's Zelia? Yeah, speaking? I'm asking out of character.
That's like,
Which one,
yeah, no.
Which one said that? That was
Yeah,
Ella?
no, sure.
Hargo was the one who was like, oh, I don't hate them, which is basically
Oh.
democratic speak for absolutely despise them.
Didn't Hargo earlier say, if I could, I would kill you here?
No, that was
No.
Zelia.
That was
That
Ellie
was
again.
Zelia? Okay, I was mixing that up. In all fairness, it's hard to tell exactly which one is talking, sometimes.
I would try to do different voices because it's kind of complicated as well. Yeah.
Yep. If you've got the
I'm
Zoom
sorry.
call up, he does ping the one that's currently talking.
This is fair.
Okay.
But yeah, Hargo actually, I believe you should contact us privately at one point, and we can discuss the matter.
Oh, that would be pleasing. But I would like to walk out of this conference with who of us is going to have the support.
I am listening, but I'll be back in a minute.
Well,
As stated before, I believe it might be it would be reasonable to restructure, at least temporarily, this planet's government into more of a council between the religious sector, the military, and a representative of the population.
Compromise.
I-
No
I-
one's happy.
I could agree with that, but I would say that for one, I would need complete control of the capital and of all resources so I can beat up the Tyranids. That is essential.
Temporarily.
Yes.
Well, from the sounds of the former deal, Madame Zelia would also become the new planetary governor afterwards anyway.
This world has been wasting so much time with Mederi. And it's been completely left barren of authority, of common... I cannot begin to describe. Authority, you have fucked up this planet quite a lot. What I say is that I'll attempt to fix it. I'll attempt to beat up the threat, and afterwards, I don't care. I kind of care. This matters. As much as we may have right now similar objectives, you are frankly a madman. Listening. And honestly, I feel he should not be in any sort of council or position of power by the end of it.
Well, keep in mind, as it is a council, you would... As it is a council, you would both have to... Well, one of you would have to agree with Decimatus for anything he wants to pass. So,
honestly, I would prefer to give all power to Hargo by the end of this. At least he will not blow up the planet. I will not blow up the planet, it's only 2 cities.
What's the second city?
Well, Solaria if I can, and Tosan, the other Heraclean stronghold.
Oh,
That
okay.
place...
Wait, is that a Heraclean stronghold?
Yeah.
Did I just fully forget about this, or has this always been a thing? Has this been mentioned before?
Here. With a missile.
Oh, okay. Wait, anyway, I need to go. I need to actually go grab dinner, so I will be back in a minute.
Okay.
Currently, Brass is away still, so this doesn't change much.
The best it is listening, I think.
So they said.
Well, my solution is very simple. Mederi gets to be whatever governor of his moon and keeps his fucking assets and whatever he fucking cares about. I get to be planetary governor while this crisis is happening, and I shall, well, hopefully deal away with this whole religious shenanigan that has happened and has divided our people, while Mederi just watched. In the meanwhile, I think that Decimatus should step down off his high horse. Honestly, Decimatus, you are gonna kill billions, and I cannot allow such thing to happen. That's Zella's proposal. Haruka chimes in, and I guess I will be fine with that. As long as I get some council power, I guess that will be fine. But I do have to agree with Zelda. Decimatus is a dangerous man. I believe you two are fucking wrong. Decimatus speaks up. Come on, don't you get it? We're gonna be able to simply wipe all these heretics in a single blow with Paprika's device. We're gonna blow up the sun. We're gonna blow up Solari, and we are just gonna chase them all after it. They're gonna have nowhere to hide. Their very essence telling where they are. It's gonna be so marvelous.
Sir, as I said before, Sir Decimatus, there are still faithful on Solaria, and likely is the other Heraclean stronghold as well. Would you be so quick to throw away their lives?
I am certain, Paprika. Doing the task would just be a waste of time. To let them scour through the world and to waste our efforts in useless things. In such a moment of crisis, their destruction is the only solution.
Our our envoy has our envoy and other envoys like this have dealt with threats like this before. The, they
I'm sure.
yes, and we'll say what a tactic that they like to use is to turn us against each other, such that we kill our our friends and our allies in an attempt to wipe them out. It weakens us. It weakens us to do so. That's why I believe the tests are more efficient and are more efficient overall.
Well, maybe they can weaken us, but maybe they can think they can weaken us. But with faith, pure and simple, into the Emperor and his might, we shall overcome any barrier. Don't you understand, Paprika? To let them feel they're gonna erode our faith. They're gonna turn. The Heracleans are subversive by nature. It's simple.
Yes, and we intend to deal away with the Heracleans, but would the Emperor not be disappointed in us for so casually throwing away the lives of his faithful?
The Emperor would be disappointed if another Horus was to spawn upon this world. We must have a steady hand, Paprika. We must be able to do what others will not. Such is the nature of sacrifice.
Decimatus, what was the crime of Horus? Did he not swing at his own father who loved him? What?
Yeah, but
What if we were to swing at the Emperor's faithful who love him? Would that not make us like Horus? Would we not be the Horus that spawned upon this world?
interesting idea. But it
Is anyone
ultimately,
supposed to know about Horus?
I think it's generally it's like knowing that Jesus was crucified. I think it's like a major plot point. Of everything they would know, they probably would know that Horus is bad and maybe, yeah. Interesting proposition, but the difference is that I am sure that I'm right.
But
And Horus definitely wasn't sure that he was right.
well, yeah, and I'm sure Horus, mad as he was, may have thought so too. But the difference between us and Horus, Decimot, is that we have reasoning and faith on our side. If we turn towards it, we can find that the most reasonable course of action would be to do our best to save the faithful of the Emperor.
I see that will go nowhere. You disappoint me. You can't see as clearly as I can. I guess I'm not getting the support from you. Oh, cut over to see him. Yeah, no, totally. He ain't. I'm sorry. I know you're talking here. I'm head diplomat. Hello.
Hello.
Yep. No. He's batshit insane.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
I feel
he does appear to be so.
I feel as though this conference would have gone better if everyone hadn't constantly been calling him batshit insane.
Well, he is.
That
You can't
doesn't
exactly
mean
deny that.
That doesn't mean you have to say it to his face. That's going to make him angry.
What's all getting angry? He started out at like 150% angry and can only go up.
Yes, and he's going up every time you call him mad.
I feel like he would go up anyway. I feel like he's just
I-
looking for reasons to be mad.
I felt as though we connected for a moment when we tried to direct him towards helping us with the testing, but for whatever but then he was provoked again by.
He seems to be thinking very well. I see that you have one among of them amongst you, treacherous thing. I will say, should you find even if a single one of these isn't a treacherous under your rules, under your own, well, heresy finder, we can begin talking. For now, I understand that you do not see as clearly as I do. Very well. I'll be waiting for your call. My missiles may be better spent on Solaria when you're ready. He pops out.
Right, well, that conversation could have gone better, but I suppose for now we'll go ahead with the previous plan, not counting Sir Decimatus.
Okay. I don't think it could have been gone better, to be honest. You actually tried to talk to him. I'm impressed. You managed to actually get some sense into him. I
For
commend
the
you.
briefest of moments. I had an employer like that once.
Okay.
He was insufferable.
So,
I will say very, very quickly, Madame Zelia, Sir Hargo. May I ask that in future conversations with Sir Decimatus, no matter how mad he is, please do not mention it in front of him. It simply frustrates the issue.
I honestly think it empowers him. Medeiros seems to look back.
Maybe that less. Maybe he needs to feel less empowered.
Okay, let me talk here. Medeiros seems to kind of pop up. Okay, I know you want to take the planet away from me. And I know I'm not currently on the planet, or not currently on the capital to try and wrestle it, but I'm saying, I have a good idea. I'm telling you that Morkagan would be a great trade outpost as he always has been. I just need to set up myself on the moon. I'll give everyone, he looks at the crowd, 1,000 thrones. If you continue me as a planetary governor, and I can arrange for things. I can arrange for fleets to be here. Entire mercenary armies ready to be called, ready on my beck and call. What about that?
Do you not wish to be the moon governor of trade anymore?
Honestly, that would be a backup plan. But I have the money from the planet as well, which I also want. And it's my world. I was born there.
What of a token tax, a trade tax, as it were, that would get paid to you from the planet.
Looks at the screen. Yeah, sure. If it gets us the planet. Moonlord. Mederi Moonlord. That does have a good ring to it. Well, if that's your conclusion, I think we are done here. Dardic collapses.
I think we're done here. That's the power down word. Dardic falls over.
Mm-hmm. Power word collapse.
There's dog screaming over there.
Yes. Alright then, in that case, I suppose we shall stay in contact?
Very well. We shall indeed. Adela seems to pop off for now. I have a capital to defend. Hargo remains the only one to call. Oh, yeah. So I did forget to say about the expedition. And your ambassadors back at Kargan. My men are currently surrounding them. We didn't allow them to leave just yet.
Wait, why not?
Well, quite simple. We didn't want you to simply leave the world and leave us to deal with the mess.
That's not how we operate.
I'm glad to hear it. I couldn't trust. I thought you were gonna honestly alive. That. Well, I'm sorry to say, Madari, but could you tap his? I won't say it here. Well, currently they're still being surrounded. And my communication seemed to be having some trouble contacting my men surrounding the embassy. So you might want to go talk to them more close by. I'm currently at High Vermilion, and well, I can't seem to contact my man back at High Targan. There seems to be some interference.
Yes, we'll look into the matter then.
Well, if you ever go there, make sure to tell you have my word, and you're under our favor. He also pops off.
Is there some sort of phrase that we should use to get them to trust us?
Prepare for unforeseen consequences.
I think he says a phrase that I will think a little bit about, but he says like a password phrase that gets onto you, like
Gives you the password.
Gives you the password. Yeah, I'll make it up later on.
Okay. More Kargan swordfish.
Password being. Let me go. Kind of like that, like the constellations of Polaris stands united, something akin to that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh, as the things begin to cool off and the moment begins to die down. So we have our official support for the Zelia Popularity ticket. That actually sounds good. Perhaps the best situation since. Well, now we need to keep our work going. Thanks for your input. I think you've kind of learned a lot about the planet. Good to know that I can have people who can trust in.
Yes, yes, we've done our best, at least.
Basically done the entire negotiation. But I kind of imagine more like they were pitching in and everything, because otherwise it doesn't make much sense. But anyway,
That is negotiations, and
I think I would
this man here looks very awkward.
You know, I'm once again.
I presume he just looks like that.
I'm head diplomat. I totally look like that. Yes. Things are looking slightly better. With them united, we might have stand a chance. The authorities might not be exactly on our side, but they're not going to be against us, and the old guard is at least going to be helpful if we sort of ask. So, situation is better. Decimatus is of concern, though you seem to have stalled him for now. These things you produce, how are they going?
As I said, we need materials and a production facility. We have some on the ship, but mass production would be difficult as of right now.
Production facilities? You say production facilities?
Yes, we do say.
Oh, let me tell you about Abzu. He pushes the guy aside. The moon, Abzu, is a beauty of shipyards and even industry. It's my personal magnum opus. Technically my family magnum opus, but I've worked at it. I added 10% more things. Beauty. Completely another beauty. You need something produced? Give me the schematics. I could get it going pretty damn fast.
Trust him with schematics.
You know
Bring
what?
him schematics.
Not needing to deal with the planet might be a blessing in disguise. I no longer need to deal with local politics. I could just get the
You don't
money.
need to worry about minimum wage laws or
No, because of the
worker
moon,
safety.
there are none.
Everyone knows the moon is a lawless wasteland. It is perfect.
Oh, comrades, I think you did fine. I will be doing initiation into Penal Legion you just brought in. I think next step should be cleaning the embassy out and getting Firewatch and others up in the ship.
Yes.
But
Yes, that sounds like a marvelous plan.
on the main screen you hear like an announcement. Docking achieved.
I suppose.
Well, if that is all the politics, I am tired.
Yes. I suppose after rescuing some of our people from the embassy, we could then drop Miss Suratorin at the off on the moon with some schematics to begin production.
Okay. So the space marines have arrived. They just docked with the ship.
Oh, that's good.
They are on hangar 2.
Best Marines!
Space Marine.
I've tried to relay most of the information to them. They are even aware of the
Of the Heracleans.
yeah, and they have requested Paprika in particular, and they said no, you're working with Vasilov and you're part of a group, and they said bring them all in. They seem to be wanting to have a talk with you.
Okay.
I might actually let's wait until Chives reignites their power on button.
Yes. In the meantime, Suratorin, I didn't wish to mention this during the conference call because it would have been rude, but I do believe there was something about a cash reward for securing your safety.
I mean, that was when that was for me safely arriving the moon, but I'm no longer the governor, so I don't know if I could give you the money.
Paprika. Fuck you, bitch. I need my money.
You didn't take my offer to make me planetary governor for my
Yes.
I believe they thought fault.
But
For
if
my
you'll
throne,
recall, Madame Zelia did relent and say you could keep all of your assets.
I see. It comes down to an issue of money.
Yes, I do believe, though, by the way, that assets do include debts to be paid.
Da. Da. Okay. Okay. More 2,000 thrones. Thanks for getting me out of the planet safe and sound.
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
Maybe you come back when you are a little richer.
I have no need of your ropes nor bombs.
Little. Alright. So that's 500 for each of us. Who has like an odd number of thrones to give 1 or 2 to Vasilov?
Bruh, always gotta tip Vasilov.
Yeah.
God always.
Always remember to tip your Inquisitor.
Like, I'm currently on a multiple of 5, so I can't do it.
It's illegal.
I'm always
This
on a
is
multiple
illegal,
of
you
5.
know.
Dardek, do you have money to give?
Let's see. Yeah, I think I do actually. How much does he need?
Like a token amount?
Like 1 or 2.
Also, you gain 500. Everyone gains 500, by the way, because of the
Yeah.
2,000 split.
All right.
Yeah.
8. I can give him 8 thrones.
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't even need to give him that much. Like, somewhere between, like, 1 and 3 is the standard
I
amount.
give him 8 thrones because I have 1068.
Ah.
8 thrones. That is more than I ever received at once.
Don't spend it all in one place.
I'll buy 8 donuts. Australian donuts.
Strong donuts. Cold donuts.
For Kislev. Walks away.
Can bears eat donuts?
No. I don't think they should.
By the way, by the way, I guess right now Paprika's aura is at 0, because otherwise Raltis would be, I think, crumpled.
I don't think it affects navigators as much.
Oh, right, okay, he's the navigator. Okay, yeah, I
That'd be
forgot
pretty
what
great.
position he held.
Yeah, he has
That would be pretty great, though. Paprika, like, slowly approaches Raltis. Raltis, like, jabs her in the solar plexus with his staff, like, no, stop that!
Gah!
I'm glad to be back on ship and safe. It's been a long time outside. I also be going to my quarter. I'll be left alone and at least do the things are fixed over here. Give me a few days.
Sir Odonathus, can I ask, what was with the cloaked figure you spoke with? If that's not
into the
pushing-
void, I'm back.
If that's not pushing too far.
The cloaked figure, it's not of a concern. It's nothing much.
Do you have a child?
It is. It is nothing
They
much.
looked vaguely like you.
They did not look like vaguely like me.
They did not? Okay, good point. Fair point.
I don't know. Are you sure? I get. I understand Madam Agatha's quite the looker. I
And
understand.
you implying I have relations with Agatha?
I don't know.
Kids
Considering
these
we have,
days.
considering we have nothing else to go on, that's the. That, according to Occam's razor, that's where we've gone.
No, Agatha is old friend from older adventures I had. But quite older adventures.
Fucking rogue trader adventures. Wish we were playing that system.
It's the same thing. Sit down.
We're pretty much playing Rogue Trader, by the way.
I know.
We
I
are,
know.
because I can't play my melee Tau in Dark Heresy.
You know what we also can't play in Dark Heresy? With with a number of very stupid character options.
Crute.
Vesperins!
Crude. Doesn't have to be.
Fuck!
What
Hey
else
guys, here's
say?
my backup character when Sister Amelia dies. It's a Grey Knight. No problem.
Yeah, we.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's good for.
I
need to acknowledge
backup
that
character
even
for
in-
when... Oh, sorry.
I need to acknowledge that even in the book that gives the Grey Knight, they explicitly call out this is not balanced with the rest of the Inquisition.
Yeah.
If you want to do a Grey Knight adventure, do it as a side thing with a full party of Grey Knights.
Yeah, I wanna call out Brass ran a Rogue Trader game once, and of the party of like five players, there was only one human who was a tech priest.
So not even human, I
So
see.
no human party.
Yeah, like
there was a
Rogue
dark
Trader.
Called non-human.
Rogue Trader is a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, there was a dark
fucking-
Eldar.
No, what do you mean? I love Rogue Trader.
There was a
Also,
dark Eldar. I
if you're
was playing.
the Rogue Trader, you have to be human.
Let's see. Well, no, the Rogue Trader was an NPC.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody else... Like, I mean, I say nobody else wanted to, but also I didn't know how it worked, so they were basically a GM PC.
Yeah.
In
like,
addition,
just
I also
like-
had a GM PC who was an orc.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like just like how in Dark Heresy, you
play a
just-
Necron as a member of the Inquisition.
there was a totally normal Dark Eldar that was a secret Necron, and by that I mean it was a Necron with like sunglasses and a fake mustache.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. In any case, we go back to. Oh yeah. Do you want to know how the end of the thing?
Are we done yet?
About so. Give me a few minutes.
Yay!
We're gonna
We
end on
gotta,
something.
yeah, we're
I am
going to talk to
yeah.
Space Marines.
I will say that I am very happy and enjoyed session, and also am excited to talk to Space Marines, but also I am dissolving. I'm so tired.
No worries, we're about to end. In any case, the cloaked figure, you shouldn't worry too much about them.
I'm very worried about them. I want to know how Decimatus' daughter is doing.
Yes, well,
Not Decimatus, Odonatus. These fake Latin names screw me up so much.
yes, well, we're always here to listen to your gossip if you're willing to share.
Thank you. I guess people don't usually listen to this my gossip. But I might as well not say I have my own reasons as to. Very well. I'll be going on my way.
Wait, hold on, Raltus, you're like wise and all-seeing, right?
Ugh, no, but I can try.
You know
I
what?
am.
You know what's up with the green cloaked figure Odonathus goes to meet sometimes?
There is nothing happening at all with that. I think it's. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Please don't. I'm not good.
All right, sure, fine.
He like does a grin, a painful grin.
All right, sure. We'll pretend to agree. We'll pretend to believe you for now.
Hmm.
All right. Who wants to go talk to Space Marines?
Me.
I'll go find a room to cry in right now. Alice says, after leaving the
Are
room.
you okay?
I don't know. Everything I ever knew was a lie. A lot of people are dead in the world, and well, I'm a bit confused about things. So I'm going to do my room if I have
What-
one.
Would seeing Space Marines make you feel better?
No.
No. Oh, it's rough. Pixels is dead again.
Pixels melt. Ah man.
Why does Pixels always die when we need her?
Anyway, hey Jesus, so a shout out to you saying, "Ah, yeah, we can get this done in like an hour."
I was gonna speedrun this, by the way. I did it more slow because I realized we had more
I'm
time.
not playing Sierra. It's hard to speedrun.
Space.
Space.
Okay, Spess.
Space.
So you go over to airlock 2. Oh, wait.
Oh,
I
boys!
spawned- No, fuck! I spawned them wrong. Okay, they weren't supposed.
Guess what? All right, I called dibs on this on Velvet.
I want to be Pockets.
Can I be Scratch?
Okay, you walk up.
Align yourself with whichever character you are.
They seem to be sitting around. Actually, no. I would say they are much further into the ship. I accidentally copy pasted them here.
It's been 4 days at this point.
Yeah, it's been a while, I'll be honest. You hear the airlock on the other side moving. You remember this airlock as the one that you were pseudo-jetson out at the beginning of the adventure. At least 3 of you remember.
Mhm.
And you hear the airlock opening the other side, and you prepare. You steel yourselves to see the space.
All right, we Dardic has already stepped to the side.
Space.
The doors begin opening.
You don't
up.
want to stand in the way. Like it will be like being hit by a
They
truck
will
if they
step on you.
accidentally nudge you.
Yeah, let's step back.
Just a little. So something about you saying, "Yeah, step back a little," very quietly is very funny, Andrew.
And then the gates completely pun open.
Oh shit, these are the kind of
Jesus
space
Lord.
rings I like.
My fucking
What the?
god!
Yo,
Oh
Yo,
my god!
I call dibs on the
Majima's
mad dog.
everywhere.
I was not prepared for this! I was so unprepared for this bit.
Well,
Yes.
Oh no, someone rolled a 6.
Chives,
Okay.
very quietly, I did not think I was capable of sexual attraction.
We continue next session.
shut.
Man, you can't. If you want to stop the recording or not, but